Mrasebe fi mia metia me nechi kakra ekodi dwuma bi ma mrasebe dwa no awo amanoni nanu ifiada no anajo na mbeduye.
Okay, that said Thursday now in parliament.
Baby.
Okay.
Ifiada anajo na mbeduye mbeduye na me ni akumai awoye MC oswame na ma mi ewu na omoye yi no memenda ifa nti de maami etwa me dwumadi ne so kra e bae nti memenda ana para me the first flight bae e ba yi no ye to aso and run so esa ko to aso nti na minim la shebe dwafi ne mum ni akoso no de na me follow wo me wo amanone ni nyina na me ni di akiri asem ni nyina ne sei asem ne sei enipa bia omo mrashe bedwe fi ho akase omo nipa nine bi ba ko ye ndisi ni miensa ye MPP4 ena omo se aba ye beto na ye de aba mrashe bedwe a be hase January 7th 2025 no ono pese January 2025 de se duru ha baby omo wo sese no omo enyina hobiu say nipa odi kan eye the second deputy speaker ya oye mnashe bedwani ma formina na ono no ye MPP ni ene bibi nti abato ayeto no 2020 no okugina kontekro no mu no ene yeto aba na ono kontekro no independent candidate ne woni ye ode ba mnashe bedwafi enei oda ho aye oda so ye mrashe bedwani na o se mrashe bedwa be ba foforo no edie eduru ha obe pese obe dan no ho obe gina MPP ticket edie akopre na yato abanama no neno na enipa miensa bi nso kana miensa no mienu MPP4 ena ba ko usuhum ene ba ko aguna I think aguna west Cynthia Morris omo mienu no ye MPP4 ene omo so say aba ye beto dia ko next year parliament no omo ye MPP4 say die nanso next parliament no to aba ma omo ba dia omo so mo ye contegrofo omo ba as independent members of parliament nipa oka ehon bio no ayefe no anobo aka ono so ye NDC ni ono so ne party eni ni yi nti abaye beto e dia ko next year parliament no ono so beso ko contekro na speaker ekotena edwomu no ono wabuse nadwen mu no enkofo no mienu no enkofo 9 no obi afi ni gina bira owo sesei ese oko baby fufuro nti eno no ama ekwan abeda womo akonya eno eho nti ose e ka mo akonya ibutu yesi e kasa nipa nan na akonya butu dia na yeya endi MPP4 ye wo ha aduasa nson ana contact rent ka homa ne ye wo ha aduasa enwotwe ise nipa mienza free mu dia na chese womo majority no eswati abeduru 135 NDC for say 137 nti se ono oka ba ko akonya butu a na chese aka wa ha aduasa ensia nti na chese NDC for na be omo caucus no abedo so achen what used to be the majority caucus no abedo so achen omo ba ko nti ena ato say ene ono ye majority leader nti sana asemnostie na baby say speaker ne waka no ewo mra kwan mu ana ade ne mra no ka so your constitution no article 97 ena ono ugina so article 97 no e can be ewo ho o say se me kan no bro focus mu a o say a member of parliament shall vacate his seat. A member of parliament shall vacate his seat in parliament na 97 article 97(1). Na okay, if you want a no say upon a dissolution of parliament, say parliament brenaso.
Okay.
Like you say parliament brenaso January 6th, and I do me. So if you want to know, be a knee beam. Indeed, yes, as a person, the speaker. Or say if he is elected as a speaker of parliament, so I am not be a knee. Let's say obey speaker, obey speaker. No, our kunyano, like you say, a kunyana to.
Or say you pay nipa for.
Or say pay nipa for beshaw. Tesenia, anabu do a jaho. Yeah, was a jaho no a member of parliament. And obey speaker. And then obey speaker no anakunyano. A kabutui and a quay by election. Aveno. Inti Banyas has him and a speaker can house him. It also means or say if he's absent without the permission in writing of the speaker and is unable to offer a reasonable explanation to the Parliamentary Committee on Privileges from 15 sittings of a meeting of Parliament during any period that Parliament has been summoned to meet and continues to meet. And no assassin no and a bar I just for asem say ya trase say ya bar stetna boshe mensah ya kwa stetna na say the move they do nenum wa ma parliament na say went me answer speaker e kwan ama kwan na say they do the num ni wa na e frew ni bisa na wonya no ye papa bia committee no any recommendation but say asem e frew no wonya no ye papa bia nti enyu yenka wakonya no ento eno ano no
okay
ne sa asem no say na ye
ka ho asem ye
it also no or say if he is expelled from parliament after having been found guilty of contempt of parliament by a committee of parliament e bia waye eniamo ho sem bi or emrashe be fi ena ye bisa umuno asem na bo uni asem pepe bia committee no timi ka say o ya eniamo ho sem e brebi justice 9 time no rebi eba emrashe bedwem na onye emrashe bedwani no e deputy minister ni e ka asem bi na asem ne fa NDC penin ba kwame na hoy e ho na megiri sa penin no do kwame na hoy pa ndi asem na ye ke no sa penin no de e champon na MPP for so the first MP ya call ya kusi ya nai wo bekwai ne friend no ura e champon te champon fu mi nu e champon ba hakono e free na konwa so e call e crosso e ba the other side e ko to le twede e ko to e champon bekwai twede anko o peso ko to she no so bono na she be fie ho na nya se papa enti e bo speaker man ye sa sema esiri no speaker nai e da na chi say asem no won de wa hu ni sie and yes ye mfa no nko ayi privileges committee am say asem no chew pe bi ba mu akiri e ma yetwe asem no esanye but asem no ko privileges committee and nke ye call ye no e bo no a nke wono no and wo ye mrahye bedwani a ka yetwe na kunya ne sinchen
so wato ai mrahye bedwa mra
wato mrahye bedwa emra na nyesa asem ne ye kana sese etoso bi no was say if any circumstances arise such that if you are not a member of parliament would cause him to be disqualified or be ineligible for election under Article 94 of this constitution. Say be ya to abama waba mrahye bedwa fie ho nanso asem bia na esie ewo wabrabo mu na nedi say nanka dedi anka ya to abama enu bi ni si ewo Asin Central I koto aba ho no
onabojo
question o se na ye to aba no na say na o dual citizenship wa nedi amaleta komisa fo ehunu on bisa so dual citizenship o se da bi wa gana ni prekopa onye ena obi ko fa asem no e ba se oboa asem ba nyi hu se o ye dual citizen ampa nti constitution so ma ho kwan sa ena ye kana konwa no ebutuye ne koto aba Emma onwa no san be gina because I'm in the fina okowro no ho every Canada Kruno Emra say when you Canadian view. Anyway, na nya saa asem ne yeka na sese. Ye to so bi no. O se nipa kono an kasa resign from parliament. And o se kana konwa ebutu. Nipa a wa yes apay ne fe Kofi Asante. O Amenfi I think Amenfi West. No NDC ni. Alagete time no atwro krata. The bar parliament say we free the party.
Okay.
Into a resign from parliament. Ne kotwaba. Our Memphis Central. Yes, I said me, I can say. Yet, to be no, so Oba Gia was say if he leaves the party of which he was a member at the time of his election to parliament to join another party or seeks to remain in parliament as an independent member. Angel. Or say, Yatu Obama, to say, be a me, many Yatu Obama, me, Mijinaho, Emma Swami, in Persuasion. MPP Dimina Medecoy. Ena me koduru ho no afei me se David me be se me jai MPP na me ko NDC se ko basa ade a makonwa no yeka ebutu eno so bi asipen professor what you saying ugina NDC ticket o Tamale Central and ya toba ma no be yemra se betwani what you saying is no ye MPP ni dada oba mra se be fie no ono afei ohun se ni ne me ko no so wonu no nti NDC na ojina mu no on sign enyina mu bio nti wasaba ne dada mu oba MPP eno ekobasa nti ono so re fie bia NDC for no tie e cross o carpet no ba e bia MPP for no na constitution nso so
okay
wase basa yento aba foforo ye ka wakugya no butu ni atoba foforo na we nia enkrofo yi nan yakoye Honorable Esema, independent member of parliament. On can say independent member of parliament for the life of our parliament, you know. Wojai. Parliament for Frebe Bano. And was it parliament for Frebe Bano day? Or we call MPP. So, inti, ena, ema, wono, wakasa sambrano, awino, enye yi. Omo yakano. Cynthia Morrison aka and Suhum MP no I think what they Asante womo emienza no so e de no to say womo so Suhum ni no on can say MPP womu na de ba parliament ni wojai
Kojo Asante
on can say wojai na mum no the next parliament na be ba no de obeye independent nti wadi wa bona dwen mu pose parliament for ne beba no de obey independent because MPP for afobi agina ne hodada and no say akwa MPP for no ebe ne free ho no oni party ne nya adwen isa na tie dia obegina kontekro na wako imprempre ya ye ka say onye kontekro nka say wojai party no so
odaso ye
member of parliament. Sana Cynthia Morrison de notie. Sana aka nso de notie. Enti se o ye speaker. Na o ka se o mabo mutiri mpone de. E che se onya boni obedi. Enti me twina so se ya. Na che se o constitution no wan fa nya adwuma. Na we na ma afenyo marking. Majority leader no akọ Supreme Court. Say na ansa na asem ne ba parliament ne kra no no watu na mo no ko Supreme Court and they say ni nkrofo ne kokos no emu miensa akoyesi and this nso ba ko akoyesi na person Supreme Court no ekire mu yi ekire yen say almost status say no omo gina bia no etisan so na Supreme Court me bua asem no omuntu asem no so kra ni e na bagbin e be ka say oyesa e na afenyo no ka che ne say Debbie asana bedu ho no me kra me no ahia kokom parliament no say kwa setena leaders ni speaker ko ye meeting e na so ko kire mu kire ne ho na sikati ase so onye bibia according to afenyo no was speaker ne man assurance say onye bibia sa obetie ni Supreme Court no e beba.
Okay. As a speaker, the kind of assure no.
the car sure
so no say obetie the Supreme Court for America no
ena okutra ko dwanimu ena assurance na odema afenyo no wan san ankoye ena okoye ne sa na speaker no asema wo kan say ebrebi
angels
esie makuru ya oye MPP ni o ka say oko independent na Professor Kyei no ye speaker no ka say so akasa dia ni party the krata abre no say so wakasa dia we free party no mu ana say party na yinedi onye party ni biu so ayesa dia ye nyini fi parliament Emma Professor Kyei ebe kan say party ni the krata abre no eninti no esiema no enye member of parliament biu samre na nam ye majority leader and Ukraine no Professor Kyei kasa asem no me catch and say unfortunately me na me majority leader there but unfortunately me ne nya adwen wo saade na waye no adentia dentia me ka say me ne nya adwen ne say party cannot expel you from parliament. The party can expel you from the party. But my say yiwedi and say yiwedi kra mpunu efi party no a omuntimi nka say ye yiwe fi parliament
because parliament o nye party sem ana
ujina party in the koye
ba onye wura ho dia
emra no say if the person resigns from office as a member of parliament by writing under his hand address to the speaker and a vacancy ba yi f no a me kan no ndo me catch was Kofi Asante ono na churo krata say we free we resign fi party no party ni ndimi nka say ya resign amount what you say it's not a party that takes the decision say this person has resigned or he has been expelled in the parliament asemno the ntia me ka say me ni Professor Kyei enya adwen no na ebiesi pen 1993 ebisi 1993 MPP for yanko parliament but asem krono ebisi the see and say na orebi e friend Moses Mabimba we konkombani mo NDC ni and we call parliament the then whip for the NDC ni friend no Alaji BF Husseini we Tamale Central MP ono no whip ma NDC ena omo ka sembi omra sebedwe fi ena ono wo ka say samre ni mu na konkomani na numba fo nya ayi entokwa ewosrem ana Alaji Husseini no ka say konkomafo no mo anyai ne omo ye no a ensase na omo teso no ye dagomba fo nsase ndi omo abe pam omo free ensase zo nyina you should tell me we shall flush you out. The Dagombas shall flush you out from the Dagomba lands that you occupy. And the man Moses Mabimba no also the yawo e kan say o ye Dagomba ni mesme ye konkombe ni o kasama Dagomba fo mesme kasama konkomba fo na mesme ka kire wo say mo de monsa e ka konkombe ni ba ko a se mo se mo be flash out bia makunyen yen konkomba fo ni te say Israel fo mukum ba ko a yebekum du mukum du a yebekum wo ha o kan sa asem no parliament e no mo say won twensan e no say wonu asem wa asem yi ase a waka kire me ne me nkrofo no wonu won twensan me say media mentwe media san me twensan na twensan china to be si parliament Alaji BF Husseini no ye penny in Fiemu no or Che Moses Mabimba baby no I headmaster of Tamale Secondary School for a very long time abaye ofiho akoye director of education northern region at that time enti oye penny in Fiemu Che Moses ena parliament no hono zo no odibia Che Moses Mabimba no mkase Moses Mpacha okaze onyeno party ni kochuro krata aze ene o my spelling Moses Mabimba every party ni mu nti by that no yenyini fi parliament obeda someone na ya attorney general and we see mu kan say someone expelling from party ni kra they can't expel him from parliament because of provision now party ni mu no our constitution ni mu no say just say ono as we fi party ni mu so we yine fi mu a Undi means force me in parliament or he should be there until the end of the 4 years.
Okay.
And it's assembly see painting. I'm catching Professor Quay 7 and Yadrino. Once ask me see bagbin one cock or no time and no parliament do. As well, Kofa Hodena may yes Sudia, or Quay the end or the Abbey Sudia. And T. Minia media and the tintinity and say bagbin, Unina Subia. Any constitution as my work and say, may say next year, may you say. Was what can actually me say next year be say any day, me my father say, we free party no more. What you say? In any event, so what will be a free party more, and I say, we say will be a party for more. Say me party more, me free MPP more. That's a me call NDC more. How do I become a member of NDC? Technically, no. How do I become a member of NDC? Just I apply party happiness so and my membership card. Can you prove say a Siama? Why is that? And now you see, as I'm crying, no cover buy no, and the money who kakra. As I'm cover buy and saying, Haruna Dusu and a tamale, or Monira and the rally and Oye and Wakasu, a semi SCD. See a co-parliamenta. Me. Mega ko trigger provision na wo constitution mu nti mega ko catch the speaker say na esi nkrofo no ye omu fi parliament a e be yi nti me de petition mega ko ma speaker haruna this petition no abre speaker ampa na ye mra mu no na ye friend o desno speaker no ma no ho kwan bakoro odi speaker or the petition ba no yes e man ho kwan no meka ho asem o mrase be fie ho oka ho asem wi a na speaker na bochire e de ama ba so for e from petitions committee so mo ko hwem no mo fa report mra how na do petition na o de ba no unti petition no na say obama na kwan ama na yes o ma na kwan ama na nye no o mo koye na to forcing a minority than a sorry. Say, or ye urgent statement. Yambra no so no a maho kwame statement. Na statement there, so be a statement. By way of giving information. Statements are informative. The information emma. Ye bo assembly hu dawru. Kwa. Nti bia na obeka asem no. Na bia nyansunso aso bia ho. The speaker ka say okay nyawa kenti no bia minister ebi a we responsible for asema kan ema nemra no ma kire asem mu yi and the speakers gave directives about statement obi bi make statements na nkasa no improvoke debate enti so we be statement a na so statement enti make a ruling e wo ho a eno ne fi fa na eba your rules no kwai say obi ko statement house me be ruling on the statement nti eno kwambo no are completely out of place
na eno na Supreme Court say ya mo fair hearing nka wo se nka sa agrofo no me affected and say the wo kan say nka o de beto parliament wo na wi a yeti ekuo mo hwehwem ansa na bia ye take decision on it by way there obia anhwehwem speaker nko na gina ni tumi so di take that decision. That
is also another matter. Mintie the Supreme Court no kan yi afenyo na ka say ya momo ekwan meaning say Supreme Court no kan the same thing.
Yeah, according to ne way now
what he went to seek as Supreme Court no buama no was say bagbin akase na ono na say ya momo hearing so nti yen stop the execution of
seats now
a ruling now speaker amano say it should not be executed into the implementation or injuncte say until Supreme Court be asem no and he say you must add in the ejuma so what you say and that is something me a holiday me yikakra me my own thinking if you read the constitution now will say a member of parliament shall vacate his seat in parliament when Kofi Asante wrote no Matro the speaker read the letter and that was it. There is that automaticity ewo what you say ni cross carpet no what you say say assign consent have committee be say and na make say sa technical ye ho de me difficult kakra
okay.
However, afenyo original written of the Supreme Court no or no o seek interpretation say and no o declare intent. Declaration of intent, does it amount to vacation of seat? Supreme Court I think it will close the chapter.
Okay.
But me, I have some worries about kakra about the way Speaker. Yeah, no, you need many billion. On say confusion about the or Parliament, Unfortunately. The brain and Speaker also his own understanding or misunderstanding of the Constitution. The Trabamano and you can say Trabamano because you choose sooner as the Speaker. The Speaker no one can say Trabamano. Because Trabama will be our say the person's position is supported by figures. It will be a any passage the Trabamano we move to Abetiano. Speaker, confusion about it, we adopted him as the Speaker. Obey Speaker, and so Ghana Parliament is a hung parliament. You can say hung parliament. I should say, numbers are equal. Split down the middle. Maybe we were 100, we were 100, majority 100, minority 100. And your friends say hung parliament. And the hung parliament, say a Kobasa leadership. You need clear majority leader. And Tibia, yes, okay, and your family. Leader never majority leader for be a 1 year. The way minority leader no after 1 year near switch it. No, we have a minority, no have majority. Sana hang parliament here. Ghana's parliament in Tessa. The caucuses no majority caucus no na majority by just one slim margin +1. But who win aba who win by one who win we can declare you winner because the title is global. Nipa trouble. Nipa miensa and what they win you. He became the nipa thousands of trouble. 3 what they win here be member of parliament. What you say? They say about say mienu say a half cramponwa is a majority. And there was no hang parliament. And he started describing us as co-leaders. And one day he catches him as Speaker. With the greatest respect to you, let me say hang parliament. I want to say. So what you say, its implications, say leadership will rotate, There is a slim majority. Maybe if you say it's a near hung parliament, I'll agree with you. But to say Ghana's parliament is a hung parliament in there, I disagree with you. And I know you can't no kotoi. And what she and Samuel no free co-leaders and also kotoi. And I just have to say me by. What kind of constitution is clear? So I say if it is determined by a committee of parliament, and also there be committees also they report about parliament. What I say, my parliament ni again. Me cite examples in the constitution. Say entesa some committees here momo kwan Emma omoye eduma Emma in the name of parliament. To say ebia a parliament cry your recess. Assembly, there's no provision for it in the budget. Finance Minister Timi Efre Finance Committee. So Assembly in AC, he hears it immediately. Or we need BSc, he hears it immediately. Now, our Finance Committee. Finance Committee, they can authorize Finance Minister and say, okay, can if contingency fund the money for Parliament bar. That's the budget time as well. Now, the friend supplementary budget. Abba. Supplementary budget in the entire parliament be approval, but immediate release of money to it can be done by the final by a assembly ba mrebi na say minister dey ban say dey we here say ye ni putupumu what the parliament the budget the ma ba so for mo hwe no committee responsible no omo na kwatra say be determines no at the end agent in the end say urgent bill when they make the determination for and on behalf of parliament committee ba ko pe and they take a decision, and my parliament in and speaker, okay, say, committee behind me take a decision for a year. Constitution in the beside constitution, no. Or say no cry. Change I just said it. So I said no. And the Amas no actually. I said no see you. So that is it. Then you remember say Speaker Kuya can say deputy speakers. I'm to Benny. Emma, a Siama Kuya Tia Kunyam. Some speaker be kind or Tia Kunyam and this is for no echoes in Nakunyano. You could run as Yakunya. Speaker, it is a confusion by. None we say LGBTQ emra private member be ediaba. Constitution no can tesi say ye emra. Na se mra no ebe me akoyi sikefi o man no futuo mu edia yesa edia implement mra no a sa mra no parliament as a whole no kura ntimi nka mo munye mra no anase individual member of parliament bi ntimi ko fa ankura bi o ye mra she bedwani ntimi ko fa bi mase enye no mra LGBT no ayeye no ena amana akusa no Supreme Court be kan ho asema o munya nkan ho asema no because constitution clearly sanity and the speaker yes I don't know make on ho catch Mr. Speaker ade a we what dey asem ba Ghana because wo time NDC time I know better some way Attorney General no gender activists be on say o mre be a Children's Act gender activists be maybe na original yes dey be constitution is yenye sambra na ache yenye dey yenye sambra na na ye akọ parliament foforo that was 1997 in 1998 mo bae be fire and say member committee on youth sports and culture akọ fire and dey baby say enkoye on person bibie ne memi eni so kire yin na no mu na manfo atwe mo adwenjira ekotwe obedasa mo adwenjira so say no ade we ya e ma no ye no e ba parliament kra na say mfi executive no ha yintimi nye no better some as Attorney General no agreed so any abane be sum near the a hono susu na ba na parliament aye na mra ma ye bagbin or yes speakers say no samre no ono no ye chairman of Constitutional Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee. He agreed with Attorney General Emma Attorney General koje you know adwen poni free e ma no nsem e na aban no kusisi no de ba parliament as a bill and he pass ya abaye Children's Act no in the LGBT no the same thing Mr. Speaker he told me so he was acting under pressure the ebehwe ya bibia afeba mra shebe yo se chencha enye against what the constitution provides and akusa anya no ngo nipan ayi owurabi nso Madina MP o man di mrebi bai anti witchcraft bill say ukobo bi bayi Xavier susu ukobo bi bayi ni ne manema ye fa ngotum ye du kotum a say aban sika ne de behwe wo o yare ya de aban sika ne behwe wo oduani a obedi aban sika ne de behwe wo nti ye ntimi enye sa amra no against what the constitution says and also akusa President sign here because as some chrono constitution say ukutu abanya gu let's say chiwa ye bu kumfo angel emra no ho sasuya speaker man de ho bill by e parliament in pass and the president say constitution is say what say ye ngoku no bi ye muwa no kumfo ye fa nko tum ni nkwa na nyina let's say you are amending the constitution through the back door by a bill. What do you mean you should bill also ever amend the constitution? No? The president say, well, draw your attention, say, Parliament is wrong. But mean to me, I say Parliament is wrong. And go Supreme Court. No mumia my assembly of Supreme Court. And see, why all this confusion? Why all this confusion? What can I say 2022? Budget year debate. Me ye winding up we haruna kase we me ye pay. Speaker who say ye enko for no nipa me yensa bi ni ho o so ye ntroba so speaker we die ai ko he constitution no krampo no a e ma ye kwa me ntroba wo ho enti ye kaka no a o so o change na ye ntroba na me ka che be microphone so papa yi de o ye no ye mfi dem ha ani majority fo no nyina mfi dem ho ye workout no NDC fo no se mpo na nka mu nyina wo dem ho a We later got to know say 2 of them be no money ho. But say mpo no nyina o dem ho a na mo number near 137. So if you want the speaker say the budget has been rejected by NDC for 137. Constitution no in Article 104 say in the 275 member parliament no. Adebia ye beka ho asem no. I was say a trouble no. I was saying at least 1/2 of MPs no to be there. My main kind Article 104 no say obi a woti be a betimi ati. Was say except as otherwise provided in this constitution, matters in parliament shall be determined by the votes of the majority of members present and voting, with at least half of all the members of parliament present. The be a baby I to a parliament, you know. Decision be a ticket of parliament to Swabana. I was say Anyi be Kranunya half of 275, you know, which is 138. 137 is less than half. What you say? They also Oma rejected budget, you know, and I did change. And ye free hono. Sana me tactically I knew what I was doing. Indeed, Adeshina, you know, and go for the United to go no buy. They call them on and say we have 137 cannot take a decision for 275 members of parliament because my number no. So we number hamper. We are less than half. And then you take a decision, you know. And the speaker also yes, and I do know to kind. Na me minister wo tuka na mse ye speaker na ye tese wo tuka na yes okay and the first deputy speaker akota akonwan wo tra akonwan mu ye take decision no until we didn't wa mu decision no mu say so called decision no mo take no ya reverse decision no because it was no decision on the face of the law in Article 104 no only 138 untimi take a decision for parliament and until ye take a decision now to reinstate what was right. My say budget ya approve. And I'm just saying say Sani mani nyina no akoso bagbin time
then we close to one na tena mrase be defie ache na no ikura asem we say by na bi no mo kaso we bia enka o ha ana bia okra na eli da bia anka enko ne said e what is happening then I would say what is then what is the motivation?
Motivation there saja me nyanya me de me ndime bi timu adwene but you see there are 2-3 things me all you know constitution no want tiase ana because sometimes when they argue case no want to say enti on tiase ana say onim ene wa hye de yesa edinti
because you're a lawyer.
Oh well, but say lawyers no, as some are obvious no. Some of them may argue until maybe the court rules. No, who say be at the now or being a yes.
But and she say or hold the end they won't me argue. What's all this she any year?
Constitution nekasa, and she say ye in crown ye rules no. Say ye ruby. Let's say you're inconsistent with constitution now. To the extent say you're inconsistent with the constitution, your rule no then false. What you say?
Because me kai say mincha no I honorable do ajaho ebre no so back now parliament na say we best swear your friend say chief justice best swear a speaker in. No, say I swear about constitution, they can't say about copy. Can't say him say Supreme Court to Burm, a bit chim said they na embrano echira and casa. So, more take it this year. Supreme Court on Kwan, a bit me a chim, absolutely the framers of the constitution. Absolutely.
A constitution no candidacy is a bad interpretation of a constitution now. Supreme Court on Kwan, and a bit me aye. And Tina, and Ra, Meti say, meko minua kumano ne maame ayi no yeto aso ayi no ndi anajuno ana meti say minority for na koye press conference de bagbin kan no ha no mugina
sure
this country is guided by the rule of law emma ne di adwuma emma say the Supreme Court nsa say na interpret my the Supreme Court no be kan ho say na say wo say wonyi ntumu a na pese wo kire say so, you can't do that. I think they are over exaggerating their strength. And maybe I no. Maybe I hear Parliament pass mrano. It must be assented to by the president and sana yemra. Angels. We are man as a president in signing ya anyamra. To be kaso yakutu sumrani nyina egu. The fina crow and I levy a tugu ye raise a kutugu.
And none can be to me possible. It's me I say
they want to create a constitutional crisis. To me it's much ado about nothing. To me it's much ado about nothing. You expose your ignorance by these things. Because Sana Makana so impo assuming so majority ampa. Now as a president and sign ya anyamra. To say ye kutunum running in egu define kuri embrano will cease to exist. Do you understand the making of a law? Yemra what you say? And the atu mami di ni ho ya se meti ese wo ka na yi meti ho asem ran no pay me nam kwa so me banana am say radio be a born voice minim say mo station ha na mo born voice was say so the question to ask him is Parliament pass a law and say president sign it, does it become law? It doesn't. To say LGBT make us say ya pass ya akusano. It's not law. To say anti-witchcraft no ya pass ya president sign it enyemra. To say a friend is saying so be kwa yekua. Ya say ye munu kumfa wo se wo mpene na ye mfa ntum ni kwa na nyina no enyemra. What you say? Because the president has not assented to them.
All right. So, Asamoah, Dr. Kese out to force in kind okay. Ka me free parliament. Nanka Yahweh Galamsey ni kakra.
One was the asma meka no. See no so article 106. Or say the power of parliament to make laws shall be exercised by bills passed by Parliament and assented to by the President. Article 104.1 no saneka.
Mrachebe for be modi ba say mampanyin emfa enyemra. Okay. You talk for Edaso strike about the Galamsey fight organized labor me did say what it be say kon yam fine the fight against Galamsey. Ubia say Galamsey no enye high. Na so say no kon na e den amaye.
Oh, Galamsey minia. Anya sem papa. First of all, there are nani pen be come and yes say I say aban we buy na Galamsey about my own. Some you know sentisa. Galamsey had been there for a very long time. Me dey mekai pa ne say President Mahama time no. Commander Sugar Factory. Also, I say almost I come commander and na collapse for a long time. And the John a baby president no. And o kaso pe say o sign e deba. Kay adwin pa. Ba mo de hu hye ba parliament and make say enye adwuma. Enye adwuma di nti. Ni nyina ne say commander hono sugar cane plantations na wo so nza hwede edua na nsuo mu ateche afro mu na edua no nsuo no etika kra bi a also de nsuo guso o de irrigation water guso na commander hono say wafa between Cape Coast and Takrade ekwemu ho e bia pra no etwa kwa ni mu no ye fro beposo hono hono na enkroma ye factory no one na yatwe nsuo fi pra no mu e de ko commander ko gu plantations no so now pra na yatwe mu nsuo na ko gu plantations no so no sugar cane plantations no so no pra no nsuo na aye atecha no uni fa atecha no gu nsuo sugar cane na yin so just any wo so ne so utriti wo de alum ene chlorine egumuma ateche no efini ko dase ene nsu nani da ho na wo de eno akokuso ewiase baby eni ho a ensu a ye de gu mfudie so irrigation water na ye purify ansa so ko yen sa e be man the cost of production akosoro so nti me catch president Mahama say I don't know you know kaya dwempa de na so nya adwuma because of this etoso mienu hwe pra no mu no enwina wo mu nyina awu There's no fish in Prebio
because of activities.
Because of galamsey activities. Any cyanide, any mercury, or what goons you know. What does it mean? A drew a cough fish in Mekukuno. Any paco mo becum. In Dion, make us almost say, impu a tin shooting, Nase, Emma crime ma a man anymore. What do you go? A Yinoswa and Fudianoswa. Sugar cane no more. A befa a ye at the end of the route, no, Nihinu, Akum. A common nesi chaniaco process the year 60 noa. Who say a bium and to be Food and Drugs Board and the Ghana standards by catcher say sugar they are producing and yet fit for human consumption. Did not until say best stop galamsey activities no. Sadia no. It will be an exercise in futility. Mekai omenti yakobo hoka about $38 million. Ewie in the hono. What you say? Ndian kra ye ba Alan ebe ye trade minister. Mekai wasem sa de ne hwe ni. If I say a coal revival, it's not going to work. The ye, they can't, and yajuma. They may kind of say, galamsey no, a how man I was saying in idea green is so. When we dear Hoopa, dear Hoopa, and say, yes, you don't know more say no. I can't was saying. Forest areas, maybe a cuckoo, and we are near ye drain, we are near. Obaheno. The only no be call in the anina ye guo no be chano ne bi wom ne di akoyemu wo koto mankania won ko test answer na wodi enti no wo be na mankania ne bi namu wo board a wo kotwa wo kwayemu no a bengalam safe no akotwa no na edro ne bi wom e komu a e ma wo cancer. The much more dangerous thing is that omen ye chi ba akopa ne koko se bi koye koko boto ba akumu na se ye de ko amanone ye kotese ne ehunu se bo koko no enuboni bi wo mu a Ghana as a country is finished. Obi anto koko bi. And that is the reason why I see hwe ne yi pa. Anti galamsey fight no I see me ni pray. The hardly wo mu ne say in 2020 when Akufo-Addo said say the presidency was taking so no be fight galamsey no ne be see ensi so be lose kra eye no aye ni nyame djuma no all kasa no the agents of NDC no monam say oh monkoso ye ndi e ba mama ye modjuma eso obi di kwaku buahin he was there nanu ya president mahama wo ko nama wo ko na pro ya wo san ahwe o mo so mo ya chi modi magu mu kwa ma hu se mo nu ho ti media me ba me jai mo. The strange thing is that omo demonstration fa de ne ho no why is nobody mentioning the Jomama ekeka say crutches okay kasa de na say galamsey no e pese ya kutia na say o ya ye mamoreni nobody is addressing the President Mahama eka why na say mama demonstration no NDC for no na we mu dua broni na batemachi na mo yesa na otherwise he should be the first person to confront say crutches adwuma na yesi ye no na e pese o ha o man no and na ofiri ho akọ kire Akufo-Addo say masa wo so me oni na ye adwuma den what you say so I'm just saying say ye pese ye kutia. I agree with the principle say we should fight against it but when you know say kabum minister owo bia yeso ma ayi concessions minerals commission omo nyina na fei inia ayi enanu he ba yi me tu kwai na me say sorry for Catholic priest bi kwa tiesi mu a mo demonstration ni bi omo po mani yeye ayi Pentecostals ne hwan for omo so Christian council omo so kantia but let's face it ye kind of kire ye ho a inia ayi asoro ye ko no ye nyina ne ye ko galamsey for no go omo nkotu go bi bre enso aso dem so okotu no nya nisika na so o mara na so ayi aso no front seat na o na dem no contribution o je nisika so ye nyina ye involved ahemfo ye involved. There's nowhere ye galamsey ahene na wo no so ni mo bibi some say nansen kro tumfo etutu ahemfo bi. There's no way I get am say ohene na ohno so nim bibi ohene nim. The MC, the DC ohno onim. Over here krona ye tu so no assembly member kra ohno onim. He has been compromised. The assembly members, the DCs, they're all compromised. And including ahemfo no bia omo. So I think baby Edru no. You per se kutiana ye maya. Now of course ahemfo no so yes because on minor memu mu no. Once ye ahemfo na sinjen. And you know if say me mentra masasi ni no bi tinkran. Am obi lines o metu. Na me minim hwe. And ye mesme mpene. Nipa kono ko hu ahenkro no. Oh, ode me brew ka na mama kwa mako yese ohene no obaje me brew sei bomadie sei obaje sa na MC no hono baje assemblyman no hono kwa sa no so nya bia on so baje enti e pese ye ne ya. Let's bring everybody together. The political parties are more pray say ye mo bia amfa nsa me shekrata ase including in particular John Mahama and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Mon femme sans chasser. Because the woman no ye twi mu kosura abai betwe mu ba ko ne ba mampani. Nti woman no on femme sans chakrata na se. Uno sa chakrata na se no ko gina ba bi na ko ka se oh me sa chakrata na se kwa na me ba mamo ye adwuma dia. Me ba bi hu se wo ye trofo. Unya no kwafo. What you say? Na committee wo mo. The National House of Chiefs, the president of the National House of Chiefs, also a man say for and on behalf of all the chiefs of this country. So we are hene ko yesa de na o se achiwa ene itu ade so yeyi afei you say na mekan no maybe the minister responsible for natural resources also makes above all my presence and finance and shall say to recommit him. See yes idea how not making even the faith-based organizations can't refer to a demonstration. Most so more representative of finance mechase Christian Council or president of finance mechase Pentecostals and charismatic churches of finance mechase the chief imam of finance mechase. Now for who say we have a buy-in from everybody. Now for ma ekono any adaho amaye we should get everybody involved because yem planning yemeyi na no na me nua bi kasa adam say ye land use cry yenye se si minim so afa enkrai akọ woni bananze ya enkrai ne woni ba ye me ho 10 years a ebebum abomowi because ye titias na keke it doesn't exist anywhere in the world. We should have effective land use planning, and those are things that we should be doing anyway. Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's it. Papa, ne enkoma woni yen abo. Me gidi say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say ne campaign ekoyi bibia ekoyi.
Oh nyamedom pejapa. Say ne ono osi fom no. 2023. And ye to abano. Me MPP ni but na ne hu mukakra. 2023. So John Mahama, he was very confident when he won even early this year. John still felt so but me see from no after nam born a pro na nanu see from the running mate see from omunyina bo pro no after when was any siko and he Bawumia is coming up strongly. Pose baby say former president
oh info analytics Musa Dankwa
everybody knows that he's a patented NDC and you want to give the so-called pose any credibility. I don't. I know of independent encrophobia among the Ghana for my year post no. They started last year. The more year and me huni na make say me shame because some of them are very independent very
ye po aba put you Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia amano percentage actually say okuta this percentage on a lead poser nyina ubeti na former president Mahama and ya head of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Masa, was it pose now? What kind of pose now? Banning in a pose there now.
The Abba a year who been
a year.
And a mouse,
and I'm saying when a year is adding. Even questioning his methodology. Questioning the method nowadays, I don't know. I have no faith in that. But my case was the independent ones, no, and the foreigners be and a make I say foreigners are into they are foreigners with big stake in Ghana and a last year I saw yes, John was up. Na samre na ni enyi ye ni enyi ba omia but na hey another party ni mu no o ma no prepare ni ntino them dey buy ni nyina put John ahead. That was last year. You koyi Dr. Mahmoud ba omia no John started dropping and ono no e buy. The second one abano John still falling, ba omia climbing up. The third one Abba was just about 3 weeks ago. No, I've seen it. As I say, no, just say, omunyina ye at par. Nia ekwe chira will say, the next one that they are hoping to do by the close of this month, October ending, no, and the enyamai, ebeba ombe release, no, by about 2 weeks before the elections. I'm sure in my mind, given the trend that omo ye no. Actually, say, Angel. In 2 weeks' time, no, Bawumia would have overtaken him. And then any demonstration, no, and then until no more years, no. John now knows to say, baby, Odru, no. The one say, Omonko for big radio, every television, to say, oh, I near doing it. You trap and say, letter commission and declare my India, and then the basic Ghana, basic. And then the basic Ghana. You trap from every polling station, ya bobo. One number of police station A ni, police station B, police station D. One group for hobby and sanity. Ya kekeni nyina abo at the national level say I was you declare my one. When figures let's say lose no, won't you say? And the infant change. I'm very hopeful. So the trend in the economy, you see that Bawumia will win and win decisively. And that is why I think MPP for no so money break. No more year Jumadin will form. Because John only message bia Angel asaba ye kano Bawumia na to no bo ase say e kwan we na me now so be ma amanfo adwuma no. John talks about maybe my employment. Employment when am kwan be so na be my employment. Or
the way you see the 24-hour economy.
Maybe we are see cause no. Say wo amanfo wo mu no sebe producer omo man kwachiria. You can't employ them. What me employ woman? Abaye say baby hedru no. You per say develop the first thing that we should do is to develop our human capital. And then free senior hire the buy. You shall see about 2 billion the first year. What say? So they were 2 billion now. One franc free senior hire. Then you started talking about the first when a free senior hire no and you had the papa. And then what's you yema okay na obaba betwaso ade na wose yade papa no ba betwaso over 2 billion ko shemu na fe de wose yema kwa ba betwaso. We are not being truthful, we are not being candid with Ghanaians. What you say? Yeah be one district one factory. Oh you can kwa and then obi ehun factories do etimi aba I be added to employment yendimi wie ni nyina. But that is the way to go. Bawumia was say yenye digitalization to expand our economy. So our digitalization de buy oh say enu na eboya ma even post COVID the economy na say so massive turnaround. Last year digitalization at the port mkwano ye reduce person to person contact. You know how much he gave us? He gave us over 8.5 billion cedis extra. Enyebi e dey contract sika omo ye adwuma. And that is why you can say aban we buy ye can infrastructure agenda 111 ye can schools aye classrooms do aye innovation there be most term education there ba is unprecedented. Acquire ye your mama oba ye kwan, no doubt about that. Oba ye kwan the President Kufuor AALDC and 69,000 kilometers. John so buy only President Mills buy no. I'm expanding a road network from 69,000 across 78,000. I'm de 9,000 kilometers extra in the car a national road network. A Kufuor to buy a nay. And now we have expanded the road network to 103,000 kilometers, an addition of 25,000 kilometers. Unprecedented. But I say, we are moving on. Economy. John Mahama, none of me, woman on name who say, oh, I the next year in the economy in the Beckham was him. But me, I say, Brahma, economy now, what can was no. But me, who debate, I was member. Economy no. Even post-COVID, they say even post-COVID, you know, President Mercy, who you are buying, the average rate of growth of the economy registered under John Mahama was 2.9% every year. 4 years, no, average 2.9%. Even post-COVID, I could afford to buy a first 3 years, we grew by 7% averagely for 3 years before COVID. COVID be bo mu krampo na fe ye fi COVID ni mu no. Check it. We nosedived to 0.5%. 0.5% no. Following year ba say 2.9%, 20.3, 2023. You can say look at it. Look at the figures.
Okay.
About 4.7%. And they first quarter and number check here 4.7%, second quarter 6.9%. And our bank say Moody's no review your economy no mkazo. They say you cut down crano. All of a sudden within 1 year it has never happened. Has a my upgrade. I feel we in Kosono the minimum GDP growth will be in the region about 5.5%. What does it mean? So average even post-COVID will be around 4.2%. I will not COVID will grow the economy at 2.9% every year. Come, let's debate the economy. And I don't know who wouldn't be edge so John. What you say? And it also woman. That's why he says it's not coming.
But so was she a Ghana phone, because also Ghana phone.
You are denying us. You are denying us.
Since last year, you can't the same thing. Dr. Mahmoud Bomi can't and say, what ne market 2 men, the phone could debate. So he's telling him, same. So, non so pay debater. Ghana for now, almost so much.